I'm Willie Howe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If this is your first time here, please click subscribe and click that little bell notification icon so you'll be notified, hopefully, when I release new content. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, once again, I do appreciate everybody that is here. What we are going to talk about today is, you've probably seen other reviews on it, but this is the Synology DS620 Slim. And you can't even really grasp how small this thing really is. Now, it features 6 drive bays. It does have dual Ethernet, and it's got of course the power here on the back. It's got a Kensington lock, a reset button, and 2 USB 3 ports. And you can see how big the system fan is. Now, the other thing that you get in the box, of course, you get all of the power accessories that you need. You get 2 Ethernet cables. You get a bag of screws for securing the drives into the drive trays. You get your drive tray keys, and then you get a quick installation guide that is going to show you how to actually install the drives. Now, I want to thank Synology personally for sending this unit out to me. They did send this to me. They are not paying me for this. They have absolutely no idea what I'm really going to say. They don't get to review the video, but they did send this unit to me, and I greatly appreciate that. Now, along with the unit itself, if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you did see that I posted some pictures of these drives. They sent the Seagate Iron Wolf 240 gig SSDs. They sent 2 of those, and so I could have fired it up. Now, this is actually going to become my daily driver. I want to try to give you an idea of how small this thing really is. So this is an SD card. This is a standard size SD card. This is the unit. So I'm going to just hold this SD card right here, and you can see how little this unit really is. I think I posted a picture too on Twitter or Instagram that shows how big this unit is compared to the 918. To give you one more idea, let's find something that's standard size. All right, or something that we've talked about. So here is a Ubiquiti Nano Station AC Loco. Here is the Synology 610, and that's it. You know what? I might actually have a deck of playing cards. Hold on. Okay, so I actually do have a standard deck of bicycle playing cards here. And so I'm going to hold the unit up, and here is the front compared to a standard deck of bicycle playing cards. So you can see how small this unit really is. I mean, it's tiny. And it is going to become my daily driver. So we've got to do a few things. They sent me a couple drives. They sent me the 2 drives, but I need more storage than 240 gig because I'll run that mirrored. So what I did was I ordered. Now you got to remember, I'm not storing movies on this. I'm not storing music or anything like that. I'm not doing any video surveillance. This is literally documents, important documents that I need access to, that I then encrypt and back up in other places. So on Amazon, they were having a deal for some drives. These are Barracuda Pros, and I think these are the 1 terabytes. And I think I got these for like 46 bucks a piece. So I will leave I'll leave a link to all this stuff down in the video description. So here it is. I ordered 4 of these, and they're the 1 terabyte Barracuda Pros. And I could have ordered the NAS drives. I could have ordered the video drives. But honestly, I'm going to be running these in a RAID array, and the data is going to be backed up. So I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. But even these little drives are beautifully machined these days. I don't know if you can see this or not, but these things are absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to install all 4 of these guys in the new unit, and then we're going to put it on We're going to put it on the network. I'll talk about the specs after we do this. After we get it fired up, we get it on the network. We'll talk about the specs. And then the interface and everything should be the same Synology interface, but we'll go in, we'll look at those system specs and all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you, my desk is a little bit of a mess, but I'm going to try to show you putting one of these drives in, and then I'm going to put the rest of them in, and we'll get this thing, like I said, on the network. We'll get it discovered, we'll get it an IP address, we'll log in, and we'll take a look at it. So when you install the drive into the carrier, so sometimes what Synology will have on the larger units is they will have like a piece of plastic that goes in here, and you pop it out and you put the drive in, then you put that back, and you don't need the screws. This does not have that. It looks like it might be able to, maybe not. But anyway, what they've got is, it looks like maybe on one side, so I've not put any 2.5 inch drives in a Synology unit, but it looks like on one side they've got little plastic studs in here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like little plastic studs down here, and yeah, you should be able to see it. Little plastic studs will slide one part of the drive. Now obviously the SATA and the power interface need to be facing out from this so that you can actually slide the drive into the unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the drive in here like this. So you can see that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple screws in this side. So I'm going to get the screws out of this handy dandy screw bag that they sent me. So I've done something. These screw holes are not lining up, and there's not different sized screws, but I don't know if you can see this, but the holes are off just enough that it's giving me problems getting this screwed in. So it's like I'm going to have to put a little bit of pressure on the drive with a finger like this, put the screw in, and then tighten the screw. Let's see if this works. And this does work, but it's very awkward. So there's that. Well, at least I know, or I think, that it's going to be secure in the caddy. We'll see. I do have the drive mounted in there. Now I could put all SSDs, but we're going to throw these spinning discs in there. So I'm going to, and here I'll show you what it looks like to slide the drive in. So the lock for the unit goes at the bottom. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to just slide the drive in like that and close it. Now I got to do these other three. I'm going to take care of this, and we will be right back. All right, once you've got all of your drives installed, you can take your handy dandy little key, put it in here, and remember to lock all of your drive bays if you are so inclined. See, that one came open. That's no good. I don't need, I could see my kids thinking that they're playing a prank on me and accidentally take my drives out. Boy, that would be a bad day for everybody. So now the drives are securely locked in. You can't bump that and open it and pull it out. So let's go get this guy on the network. Okay, so before I get too much into the video, I wanted to show you, here it is. It's all powered up, sitting next to a Grandstream UCM 6202. So it's actually able to fit on the same shelf. All right, so before we get this guy set up, I wanted to come over here to the Synology website. This picture that's on here is almost actual size. So you can see the features. All right, so it's got up to 2.5 gigahertz cores, so that probably means that they burst. It comes standard with 2 gigs of DDR3L, and you can expand it up to 6 gig. You can see the reading right here. It will do 2-channel 4K, H.264, H.265 video transcoding. And so you get a pretty decent unit, but it's so little. It's, yeah, the compact design. It can run all the flash. And what does it say here? It says further enhanced storage performance with SSD read-write cache while still having abundant drive bays for data storage. So maybe it does some read-write cache with the SSDs. So, and it can run, we'll find out what apps it can run, what it can't. There are some more detailed specs. Now, I was hoping that when they sent it to me that they'd max it out with RAM. So we'll see if they did. I mean, you're seeing this at the same time that I am. So we're going to fire it up here in a minute. It does have the Intel Celeron J3355 at 64-bit up to 2.5 gigahertz. It does have that hardware encryption engine built into it. You can see all the codecs that it supports for transcoding. And I'll leave a link to this as well. And it does have 6 drive bays. You can use SATA SSDs, or you can also use 2.5-inch drives. So my configuration is going to have 2 SSDs and 4 spinning disks. So yeah, it's pretty much full featured. We'll see. We're going to run a find on it here real quick. So we're searching the network, or the Synology software is searching the network frantically to try to find our new NAS. There it is. And it's ready. So we're going to go ahead and connect. It's going to come up. It's going to tell us it's got to install. So we're going to call this, because this is like legit going to be like long term. So we'll just call it like Howe files, right? So then I'm going to create a username and password on here that you're not going to know what it is. And it is weak, but I'll go back and change it later. Now it should come up, and I don't know if I don't know if SDM was installed. It looks like SDM may be already installed. I'm going to skip this. Yes, I'm sure. I don't want to do quick connect. And I'm going to say go. Okay, so on those 2 SSDs that they sent, and I'm going to send device analytics and all that good stuff. The developers can do whatever it is that the developers need to do. I'm going to get your tips here. So they already had SDM installed. You can go back and look at some of my other videos if you're not sure what to expect out of the box, but most of the time the drives have no operating system, so it has to download and install that SDM. So let's open up our control panel here, and we're going to go to info, and it is going to show us, let's see, so it does only have 2 gigs of RAM, so 2 CPU cores. It's on, I don't know if that's the latest version. I don't know that that's the latest version of DSM. Well, let's see what happens if we go out, and I feel like I'm losing my mind. Update and restore. It says it's up to date, so that is the latest. For some reason, I was thinking that there was an update too. Maybe that was an older release. So for now, I'm just going to leave it DHCP. We're going to do videos of this, but some of them are going to require that I have more RAM than what I've got right now. So I will have to either buy more RAM, or if my handler is seeing this, maybe they will send it to me. Okay, so they've already enabled the beta packages. How nice of them. So you can see that there is a hyper backup, that there's a hyper backup vault, a Logitech media server, and a couple other things. Now, the one thing that I really liked, and I wanted to use this because if you've been following me on any of the social media, you know that I have a client who needed a Synology, and I have a 1-bay, an older one of the ones that's white, and it's a single disc. And so this client had that. Well, all the newer ones are, I'm going to have to check and see which models this applies to. They have this new migration assistant, which will actually allow you to migrate all of your data and settings from one Synology to another. Therefore, you don't have to reset up any of the stuff. You just transfer it, and you can see it's in beta. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not sure if I can do a video on that or not. I'll have to check. But let's take a look at the packages that it can run. So it can run our active backup for business. That's good. It looks like it can run pretty much everything. DNS, CMS, high availability. It does have 2 NICs, right? So it can do the high availability. Hyper Backup Vault, LDAP server, Mail server, Mail Station, Mail Plus, which is we're going to get into getting that all set up. Of course, we got the proxy server, the radius server, the replication server, snapshot replication, surveillance station, the chat server, Synology directory server. So did they have to rename this again? So it looks like that they may had, yeah, it looks like they renamed that again. So they for obvious reasons probably had to rename it from Active Directory. The Synology Drive server. There's a lot of new software that they're coming out with. We need to get caught up with the videos. So this is it. I'm super duper excited about this, and we're going to do a lot of videos with this. We're going to get back to our high availability videos. All right, so I will leave Amazon affiliate links. They don't change your price, but they do kick a couple bucks over here to keep some of this stuff rolling in, like if I got to buy RAM or I got to buy those drives and things like that. So it's always appreciated when you use those. You don't feel obligated, but it does help out the channel. You know, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please follow and share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are down below with all of my affiliate links. If you need IT consulting, anything from networking to storage to security, go to williehowe.com. Down there, fill out the contact form, and someone will get with you as soon as possible. If we can't help you, we'll get you to someone who can. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, and thank you to those folks, that link is down below. Once again, I'm Willie. Thank you for being here, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.